they'll think, oh, you got to pay for my nails just so you can talk to me, or you got to give me a bruh, like, shut up, like. Yeah, what is going on, guys, kings, queens, and everybody in between? It's your boy Poppy just back in with another video. Today's topic is dating in this generation, man. Wake up, it's time. But dating in this generation, society and kind of social media, I would say, mainly has ruined a lot on our perception and how we see dating. And a lot of people try to do situationships, and they would want everything but commitment. Like, they would want to be best friends with somebody, do a lot of stuff with somebody, but still want to be open to like more people for whatever reason, like, chopping it up 2-3 months, and then next thing you know, what are we? The girl's like, huh? What are you talking about? But that's kind of one of the stuff. But another topic, it can be, a lot of Instagram, Snapchat posts, whatever, Twitter, Facebook, whatever you guys on. A lot of posts you'll see on there is kind of like, if a man wants to, he will, which is true. We kind of have an idea of what we want, so if we'll do it, like, if we want to, we will. I'm not saying that's the wrong thing, but they'll kind of see pictures and videos of like a guy flying a girl out, or getting like booking a hotel room, and which is cool. If you got it, you got it. But a lot of times now, women will see that with their boyfriend, or women will see that to like a person they're speaking to in communications with, and they'll be like, why don't I do that? Why don't I get that? Like, why don't you do that? Like, yo, like, I barely make enough money. Like, relax, bro. Like, if I had it, I'm sure I'll do it. Like, just relax. Like, a lot of times, like, our minds get spoiled, and like, it's like, that's good for them. You can't be comparing somebody else's relationship to like your own reality. Like, your man working at McDonald's, and you want that man to fly you on a private jet to like Bora Bora. Like, come on, like, make it make sense, dog. But that too, and kind of like, it's cute stuff, but it's just, you got to realize who your person is. You kind of got to realize what's going on. Like, if you want to go date that person, sure, but like, it's I don't know, that kind of stuff like ruined a lot of people's like minds. And I want to say another thing too, in this dating world, a lot of women, they will ask for Birkin bags, Gucci bag, Louis like slides, all this extra stuff, jewelry, and they want diamonds. Again, it's cool, but it's like they don't want to pay, like they can't afford it themselves. And it's like, huh? Like, I would say, like, that's stuff like you can afford. So it's like, if you don't get it from him, you can get it yourself. Like, I don't know, they kind of, I don't know if that really has to do anything with dating, but I just know like that's a case too. Like, they'll want all that stuff, but not doing it like themselves. Like, you just stay in your place, fam. A lot of times too, you'll see like couples for their birthday, the man will go all out, or vice versa, the woman will go all out, and they'll get them like a lot of these popular, like a lot of expensive stuff, like how I was just saying before. But like, say, like, for me, like, I'm more sentimental, and like everybody's like to each their own. But what if like you get like this man like a Gucci bag and like a backpack, a Louis like set for like travel, like a suitcase and all that stuff, but deep down, like, that man just wants like a anime shirt, or like, for me, like, I collect pins, I like X as an artist, and it's like, it'd be cool like to get small stuff like that. Like, that stuff is nice to wear and have around, like, to say I got it, like, be a part of that kind of like 1% of people. But it's just like, some people want more than that. Like, life's, it's weird. Life's more than just getting expensive things. You gotta kind of really know your partner. Like, if they like it, that's cool, because some people are, material, like, they like material things, which is fine. Like, nothing's wrong with that. But it's also good to know your partner, see what they like. Get him like the food that he eats, get him the drinks that he drinks, etc., etc. I feel like social media kind of ruined it, where it's like, if you don't get your man the newest J's or something, then it's like you're crucified. Like, you gotta, they kind of really spoiled that. And I saw a video from this lady Catherine, and on YouTube, she's an excellent YouTuber, and she was saying, like, with our lives, and even in America, we're all busy, we're all you know, have stuff going on. We got like family drama, we got work, you know, people are like designers, people fashion, people are influencers, they got a lot of stuff going on. And we don't really, we'll kind of just try to welcome people in, you know, they'll date a lot of people, welcome people in, but you know, we don't really ever take time to reflect on ourselves. We don't really take time to gather and kind of collect, to see who we are as a person, and to kind of allow another person, and we kind of just force it, like, while we still are kind of indecisive on what's going on. Like, you know, we're all busy one way or another, and it's like, she gave a great idea. Is like, say, you know, people have pets and they're at work like 8 hours a day, and then next thing you know, the pet gets neglected, like they're not getting fed, so it's like, how can you kind of let another person in if you're still have like your schedule and all that stuff? Like, that's like, you can make time, sure, but it's like all that stuff you gotta kind of factor in, like, you know, especially now everything is fast paced. You kind of, so let's say you're talking to somebody, you getting to know them, you feel it's going really good, and you know, we kind of will end up neglecting our friends. You'll kind of forget you had your own life before them. You'll kind of just want to make it and center around them. You kind of, you will have to you know, not make that mistake of, I don't want to say forget, because, you know, everyone has a honeymoon phase, you know, which is fine, you know, but you got to realize that at the end, you know, your friends will kind of look at you away like, yo, like, we were here before them. And, you know, you got to kind of, as soon as, even though you're talking to someone, you got to keep a ton of vision. Like, you know, you got work, you can't be clowning out, you got schoolwork, you don't want to be missing out on all that stuff. It's like, you still have your life to focus on, you know. And that kind of will happen during dating. You just got to make sure stay on top of it. And, you know, I made that mistake before, and it's not a good look, but you're able to recover from it as long as you're surrounded by the right people, and, you know, people will hold you accountable if they're like your true friends, etc., etc., etc. Backpacking what I was saying before, nowadays a lot of things are just very quick and very impulsive. And, you know, with me, we never truly know a person. And say you'll see somebody, you'll go based off of like them being attractive. Like, you see somebody like fine, right? And you talk to them, you guys going really good, but you don't even know, like, you'll want to, all right, so 2 weeks you're talking to them, chopping it up, then next thing you know, you put this image in your brain, like, you know, I see my whole life with them, and like, you don't know if they're a serial killer. You don't know if they're like a drug dealer. Some people know it off the bat. That's what people like. no shade, because, you know, whatever. But some people, you don't know their background. You don't know if they've been to jail. You don't know if they're a criminal, a felon. A lot of that stuff, you kind of just go off their image. And, you know, like, for me, I had this one girl, I was speaking to her, and I would say we were doing good for a while, and like 2 dates in, I was just like, you know, are we gonna do this for a wedding day? And I was like, bro, what? Like, Justin, like, what are you doing? And like, I didn't realize it until after, but it's like, you know, you can't be doing that. You just gotta realize to take your time. Like, nowadays, no one really takes their time. They'll meet somebody and they'll want to fall in love. Like, people like me or other people, I think the term is a hopeless romantic. They just kind of want to be loved by somebody. They kind of just want someone there. And, you know, they're very quick to, as soon as someone shows them affection, they think that they'll, like, you know, give their whole life. They just want to give their whole life to them. But it's like, it doesn't really work out that way. And especially if you do it too soon, it'll burn out. Like, you'll realize, you know, you're doing everything like right away. It's going to leave no room to do anything after, especially if you jump into a relationship, it's going to leave no room. Like, again, with me, like, I gave gifts and like I was kind of showing ideas like before with somebody that I like recently met, and it's like you're already doing it, so what's there to expect? Like, you know what I mean? You got to kind of leave a little room. You got to hang out and do all those fun things, but you got to like leave room to make sure, like, okay, what else is he gonna bring? What else is like the person that you're talking to gonna provide? You know, stuff like that. So you don't want things to burn out real quick, because they will, you know, die fast. Another thing with rushing into speaking with people, we kind of grow a tendency to ignore red flags. We'll kind of want to be like, all right, I want to see how red it can get, right? And you know, you have to be able to be aware of it. You got to notice like, okay, this person's treating me trash, or you know, like, all right, say, you know, we're all human, we all make mistakes. So like, just say like a person doesn't do something that you like, or it kind of bothers you, you know, notice it at first. But like, if you're getting like a lot of red flags, constant red flags, and you see like 2 or 3, then you got to be strong enough to just be like, you know what, I'm sorry, it's not working. Like, but we'll kind of get distracted too. Be like, oh no, they're fine, or you'll get benefit of the doubt. But like, no, you gotta realize, like, you know, you gotta know your worth. You gotta just dead it. You can't continue that cycle, because if you continue it now, then even further down the line, it's never gonna go away. And you know, as Jimmy Neutron said, got a blast. But yeah, that's like kind of a, you know, you just gotta, even for females too, if you notice your man isn't texting you, or you notice a dude isn't, you know, just being dry to you, you gotta pick up on signs. You gotta be aware of everything, man. Just gotta snip. And you know, that's pretty much it. Like, but yeah, guys, dating this relation dating in this generation, it's not really hard, but it's kind of like we all forget deep down our likes, dislikes, and we kind of forget we had our own lives too. So it's just like, you gotta be able to focus on what you're doing, and if someone wants to join along, then you know, you guys can do stuff together. But make sure that you guys are on the same wavelength and everything clicks before you make that real like decision, like, okay, this is a person I want to settle down first for, you know, for a while. Like, there's a lot of good stuff coming for you guys in the future. I hope you guys are ready. Stay tuned. Just out.